Coming up, the Raptors are on a roll with 3 straight Maryland JUCO wins, including a hard-fought 96-87 win over rival Howard on Saturday. Colin Turner led the way with 30, and freshman Freddie Harris put up a double-double. The Raptors look to keep it going today behind Turner and Harris as they face the always tough Garrett Lakers, who come in here looking to slow the Raptors' momentum. From Rockville, Lakers, Raptors, starting now. From the Rockville campus of Montgomery College Television presents NJCAA Men's College Basketball with the MC Raptors facing the Lakers from Garrett Community College. And I'm Michael Brown alongside Melissa Weithman and Joe Thompson, and we're on sophomore night here on the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. And you know, the Raptors team motto all season long has been men on a mission, outwork. And the mission continues tonight against Garrett. And I tell you, the Raptors are going to have to outwork these Lakers if they hope to win their 18th game of the regular season, because I don't know what it is, but Garrett is always a tough matchup for MC.
Oh, absolutely. And most likely the Raptors will be led by Colin Turner, who is predicted to be maybe the third Maryland JUCO Player of the Year under Coach Keith Bird, following in the footsteps of D'Angelo Vaughn in 2016 and Pat Smith in 2017.
But as we say, every time we do a Raptors broadcast, Colin Turner can't do it alone. Even the Player of the Year needs help out there. But he's been getting plenty of that, and the exciting part of it is the help he's been getting is getting deeper and stronger, because the Raptors are now routinely playing 8 to 10 players a game, which is a great sign going into the postseason.
They do, and Freddie Harris has been having an incredible few past games. He's averaging a double-double and 11.8 points a game with 13.1 rebounds. He's coming off of a strong performance Saturday against Howard, where he was our player of the game with yet another double-double. And Freddie's 5th in the nation in Division III in rebounds and 3rd in offensive boards. Then there's Ramel Davidson. Ramel is getting stronger every game as he rounds into shape after returning from a knee injury. He puts up 11.7 points, over 7 rebounds, and almost 2 blocks a game.
And meanwhile, sophomore guard Afano 4 has been a steady, soothing, calming on-court presence for the Raptors, averaging 13.2 points a game. And Eli Arnold has turned himself into a defensive monster out there while averaging 9.1 points per game.
And, of course, tonight's game, like all the games from here on out for the rest of the regular season, will have a direct impact on the seedings for the upcoming postseason tournaments. At the moment, the Raptors are in first place in NJCAA Region 20 standings. And in the Maryland JUCO, the Raptors are in 5th place. But Garrett desperately needs a win tonight because they are currently in 8th place. And Melissa, as you well know, only the top 8 teams make the Maryland JUCO tournament. So they need to win tonight. They'll be playing with a purpose. We got a lot of great action ahead of us tonight. Stay with us. We're coming right back with the opening tip. You're watching Raptors basketball on MC TV.
We know you have dreams. A great job, a better life. Career success starts at Montgomery College. MC helps you get the hands-on education you need for the job you want. And you can save up to half the cost of attending other colleges. Career success. It's in your future. Start your future now at Montgomery College.
And welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside Melissa Weithman and Joe Thompson. We're just about set to get underway. So let's take a look at the starters for the Lakers from Garrett Community College. Guard Ray Hinton, number 1. Guard Nick Osborne, number 3. Guard Ariel Watson, number 11. Forward Simon Kovac, number 25, and at center, Lou Repsis, number 31.
Garrett's head coach is Dennis Gibson. He's in his 31st year. His assistants are John Hickman and Wyatt McBee.
And let's meet the starters for the Montgomery College Raptors. Number 3, guard Colin Turner. Number 4, guard Afana Ofor. Number 5, forward Ramel Davidson. Number 11, forward Freddie Harris. And number 13, guard Eli Arnold.
The head coach of the Montgomery College Raptors is Keith Bird. He's in his 3rd season. His assistants are Jamal Wise and Elliot Headley.
And our referees for tonight's game are Marcos Echeverria, Patrick Morley, and Joey Switzer. And while we wait on the opening tip, let's take a quick look at the stats matchup between these two teams. And looks pretty even to me, Joe.
It absolutely does. I think one of the things we need to look for in this game is the rebounding. And you see the Raptors out-rebound them by 5 points a game. 5 rebounds a game. So they've got to do a lot of good work down low to get through the big bodies that the Lakers have to throw at them.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of the factors tonight. Melissa, this front line for Garrett is big.
They sure are. Garrett right now doesn't have anyone shorter than 6 feet. So hopefully MC Raptors definitely come out big and have their rebounding shoes on tonight because they're going to need it.
Or they better, because they've got Repsis is 6'9", Kovac is 6'8", and Watson 6'3". So yeah, that's a big lineup for Garrett. That's one of the biggest lineups the Raptors have faced this season.
It is, but one thing to note is that the Lakers have lost Jermaine Samuel for this game. He's not playing today. He had a bruised hip in the last game. He's a second leading scorer, so that's one thing that could be a little bit of an Achilles heel for them. We'll see how they respond with a new player in the starting lineup.
And of course, balancing that out a bit is the fact that the Raptors are missing Chris Johnson tonight. Normally their starting point guard, or certainly the first player off the bench. He's out with a family emergency, so we're hoping everything is fine there. And we are underway as Garrett wins the tap. And we are underway here from Rockville. This is the final home game of the regular season for the Raptors. They close out the regular season on the road, and then they have both the Maryland JUCO and the Region 20 tournament on the road. So there's a shot, no good, and there's a tap in by number 1, Ray Hinton. That was just a box out issue there.
Yeah, Hinton's second on the team in rebounding, 7 rebounds a game. That's the guy they have to box out, get him off the boards.
And Hinton we see is on Turner. We were told, there's a long outlet pass, and Repsis with the bucket.
Carl Brown got caught sleeping. He wasn't watching where the ball was. The ball went right over his head. If he turned around and found the ball, he would have intercepted that one easily.
Ondua drives. He lost the handle. Mel Davidson with the miss. So despite the starters that we were given, the Raptors did start an all-sophomore lineup on sophomore night, as Shekinah Mondua is in there and Carl Brown is in there. They were not in the original starting lineup. There's 0-4, and he makes it. There's Osborne, kind of throws it up there. And That'll be white ball. That'll be Raptors ball. Off of Kovac.
Yeah. See, it was sophomore night, so they started all their sophomores, but quickly coming into the game, Freddie Harris and Eli Arnold, two of their better scorers and rebounders and defenders.
Of course, Harris having a phenomenal season, averaging a double-double. And there he goes for two. Nice pass from 0-4.
Absolutely. Penetrate, draw some defense in, and slip it to the opposite side of the block there. And Freddie will be able to finish that one any day.
There's Osborne. Into Repsis, into Kovac. Repsis off the iron, no good. Rebound to 0-4. Outlet to Arnold. And Turner lost the handle.
Yeah, he's trying to take that shot over a 6'9" guy. Usually he can get away with that, but not this time.
Watson misses. Here come the Raptors the other way. 4-4, early going. Turner to Arnold for three, no good. Rebound to Davidson. And that's what he does.
That's something I'd like to see, is Colin Turner start driving in and finding an open teammate.
Jump shot for Davidson off the mark. Davidson is 6'4", but he plays a lot, or 6'5", but he plays bigger than that because of his span, his wingspan. Into Kovac. On Davidson is a mismatch, on paper anyway. Kovac gets his own rebound.
That's definitely going to be a tough matchup for Ramel Davidson. Like the size.
There's the alley-oop to Davidson, and he scored. Nice job recovering there, right, Melissa?
Definitely.
Pretty acrobatic play. We've seen a lot of acrobatic plays. Here we go again.
Yeah, good power dribble, body control there.
I think it's safe to say he recovered very nicely from his knee injury in the first half.
Boy, that's for sure. There's Kovac, no good. That height, Repsis with the tip in.
Yeah, the Raptors definitely need to make sure they get a body on someone and box out to get these boards.
Yeah, Freddie Harris is right there, but just the long arms that Repsis has right there, he just went right over him.
0-4 with the drive, and the dish should have taken it. A little too unselfish there.
Right idea.
Hinton for three, off the mark, no good. Freddie Harris with the rebound, and here comes Turner.
It's going to be interesting to see who has more rebounds at the end of this game. You have two of the top rebounders in Maryland JUCO going at it today.
Oh, that was a deep three. That looked like Melissa Whiteman shooting from outside the arc there.
No, I think his shot might be a little bit better than mine was back in the day.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sitting next to the woman who led the nation in scoring in 2008 when she played here at MC. That was her All-American season. Watson for three, and he makes it. Ariel Watson, who is the leading scorer for Garrett.
And the third leading scorer in Maryland JUCO.
Of course, the leading scorer in Maryland JUCO is Colin Turner. There's 0-4 for three. That puts the Raptors back on top, 12-11. And the Raptors already 2 for 3 from three-point range. There's a good look at it. Hinton drives. Good drive and bucket there for Ray Hinton.
Both teams playing the man-to-man, and neither team's really been able to stop the other very well.
There's kick ball. It'll be Raptors ball.
Definitely a good look. Nice try on the back door, changing things up a little bit on offense.
Especially with Colin Turner lurking around the three-point line. Everybody's going to play him up for the three, so the backdoor cut, it's a good idea, especially when you have a lot of defensive players above the free throw line.
Yes.
There's Ramel Davidson. Ooh, the tall timber. Turner drives, and he's fouled. That'll be a foul on Hinton, and that'll be his first. Turner will go to the line, shooting 2.
Turner's just so creative with the ball in his hands. Like he can pull up, he can cross you over and stop on the dime, and you know he can absorb contact and still get the ball up to the hoop. So you know there are reasons why he's number 2 in the nation in scoring.
And he also, of course, leads the Raptors in foul shooting, hitting 81% of his foul shots. Raptors as a team, however, not the world's greatest from the foul line.
Actually last in Maryland JUCO in conference play, so they're going to have to step it up if they really want to do some damage later on in the postseason.
Kovac missed it, but the rebound there to number 21, Malik Tillman, who has just checked in for Garrett. So Tillman in. There's a feed to Osborne off the inbound. That was too easy. 15-13 Garrett. There's Arnold for 3, and there's 3 more. Boy, Melissa and Joe, Eli Arnold, just every time we see him, he does something that just impresses us.
Every single time. Like he's just a type of player who any coach would want to have on their team. He does some of the dirty work for you. He'll take a charge, plays tough defense, but also like he can handle the ball. He can be the point guard. He can step out and shoot threes, as you see right here. Nice spot up 3 off the drive from Colin Turner. He can do a little bit of everything. And as a freshman, he has more poise than most freshmen do.
Yeah, I'm impressed with his poise and his intensity. Davidson. Nice move.
Beautiful.
Really got up there over the outstretched arm of Kovac.
The Raptors are now in the 2-3 zone, trying to negate the size inside.
And they knock it away. Davidson with the steal.
Ooh.
Oh, he had it taken away by Hinton.
Right away. Tried to do too much with it right there.
Hinton carried the ball, was not called. Unbelievable. He took a nice little stroll.
A little too many steps there.
Wow.
Turner taking it into his own hands, trying to get this lead back.
And he did. That was pretty.
And I
Get
like
another look at that one. Look at this,
a
Joe.
little behind the back, a little under the rim, and I like at the end a little glance up to the crowd up there, seeing his family and his old high school coach up there in the crowd for sophomore night.
And then Garrett comes right back down and ties it up with a 3. So it's going to be that kind of game, folks. The 3 of us have been predicting a tight one, and nothing has happened to dissuade us in the first 10 minutes of this one. There's Watson.
Both teams definitely look to
Ooh, Watson bangs into Freddie
move
Harris.
up and down the court as much as possible.
There's Turner for, ooh, my goodness, that ball was 3/4 the way in.
He might have gotten his elbow hit at the end of that follow through there. No call again.
So fast-paced game, intense game. Raptors now sitting in a 2-3 zone. Watson from the corner off the side of the basket, no good. Stepped out of bounds and no call. Here's Arnold, drives, and he's going to go to the line.
He definitely got bailed out on that foul right there. He should have just pulled it out, waited for a few more of his teammates.
He hit a couple times on the way to the basket that time.
Colin Turner with 6 points in the early going, 0-4 with 5, and Davidson and Arnold with 4 each.
Yeah, those numbers are going to be high. Like you were 10 minutes into the game, 21-20. Like you extrapolate out over the whole game, we're looking at 80, 90 points.
Which would fit. The Raptors average 89.1 points a game, and Garrett 84.1. We have a timeout on the floor. Raptors on top, 22-20. And as we mentioned earlier in our pregame, tonight was sophomore night on the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. All the sophomores were honored. There's Afana Ofor coming out for his recognition. There is Shakana Mandua, the instant offense of the Raptors, coming out. There's Ramel Davidson. We've talked a lot about Ramel tonight. Tremendous athlete. There he is with his family. There's Carl Brown, does the dirty work down low for the Raptors. He'll be graduating. And then finally, the leading scorer for the Raptors, the second leading scorer in the nation, Colin Turner. And there's his grandparents. He's got a big contingent in the house tonight, right, Joe?
Oh, absolutely. You saw his grandparents there, his Ray and Gay Riggs. But he also has like some other family members here, and his high school coaches here too. Came up from Florida.
Blocked by Freddie Harris on Watson.
There you see the Collins people, and there's Colin in motion.
And scoring. So Colin Turner off to a great start. That's his 8th point. And we're only halfway through the first half.
And
another steal for the Raptors.
The 2-2-1.
Whoa! Almost. Freddie Harris with the follow. Wow, and immediately.
The 2-2-1 press there affected the Lakers right there. Ramel Davidson goes in hard to the basket, doesn't get to the fall. But there's Freddie doing what he does best, following up with the offensive rebound. Number 3 in the nation in offensive rebounding.
And there's a good reason why. And Dennis Gibson, the head coach of Garrett, he called an immediate timeout when that happened because you could feel the momentum in the house just changing.
He definitely was not expecting their 2-2-1 full court pressure at all. But that was a good move on the Raptors to change things up, to keep Garrett on their toes, and help result in a 2-point basket.
Yeah, and again, a smart move by Gibson to slow that momentum that the Raptors are starting to gym. Like the score was tied at 20. Now it's a 6-point lead. He doesn't want to get snowballing into a double-digit lead before the half.
Well, and I also feel like he needed to call a timeout to figure out how to deal with this press, because I'm sure he's thinking in his mind, oh my God, if we inbound right away, they're going to steal it again, and then this place, the roof's going to come off. So we have a very enthusiastic crowd here tonight, and it's great to see. Crowds have been up all season long for both the men's and women's teams, and it's really great to see. Really great to see. And they've given the fans a lot to cheer about this year. Both teams having terrific years. The Raptors coming into this one 17-5. The women's team 15-5, ranked number 3 in the country. So tremendous year for Montgomery College basketball. So far, a lot more to come. They broke the press quite easily that time. There's Osborne from the corner, no good. Harris battles, and Davidson comes down with it. Harris is just hanging right in there with those tall trees.
Right.
Repsis is out, isn't he?
Repsis.
And there's Colin again.
Here's the Raptors with the pressure again, trying to get them to get out of their comfort zone. And to your point about Repsis is over there talking to the trainer right now. I think he got scratched in the arm. He's bleeding, so he's getting fixed up there.
Okay, I was looking for him. I couldn't find him. Thank you, Joe. There's Freddie Harris, and they call a charge. As number 15, Nelson Richardson, is in now for Garrett, and he picked up the charge.
Freddie got a head of steam going on there. Thought he was a point guard for a second, and he's not as quick to the point there.
As the Raptors' lead has now grown to 9, and this is exactly why Dennis Gibson called that timeout, trying to stop this momentum. And there is the iron, no good. Raptors on the move again. Eli Arnold pulls it back out. Smart move.
Yeah, at the beginning of the game, I thought the rebounding was going to be a big difference in this game, and right now the Raptors have to be doing pretty well in the rebounding category, both defensively and offensively.
There's Harris to the corner to Arnold. It's going to be short, but Harris, look at that hustle. Unbelievable. I mean, that kid just does not quit out there.
He's all over the place.
I think after he got the rebound, he got a little push in the back there and made him lose the handle on the ball.
Yeah, he definitely got pushed. Let's take a look at this.
Chasing down the rebound. He got the ball stopped out of his hand, gets his own again, and gets shoved in the back right there.
Definitely lost his balance.
And Kovac got away with one right there.
We're going to have to ask the referee to get out of the way next time we want to have that shot, please. Just kidding.
Yeah, we can ask. They don't
Doesn't mean they're going to listen.
Exactly. They don't have to do it, but we can ask.
So this is Osborne. Number 20, Vincent Collins, is in also for Garrett. Shot is off the mark. Davidson way above the rim for the rebound. Gets it to 0-4.
Great defense going on right there.
Turner. Arnold. Arnold really running the point tonight with Chris Johnson out. There's Turner for three and another one.
He's definitely feeling tonight.
Boy, he is on fire. That is 14 points for Colin Turner. 3 for 4 for 3.
He's like, you're not going to guard me? I'm pulling up. That's how it's going to go.
As he should.
There's the trap. They got it. 0-4 for 2 more. And we're going to have another timeout call by Dennis Gibson and the Garrett Lakers. As it's going to be a 30-second timeout, as Gibson has got to stop this momentum.
Yeah,
Take
absolutely.
another look at this last play. Here's the press.
The Lakers have not handled this press very well, and since the Raptors started putting the press on, they've gone on a 13-0 run. Coach Gibson's got to figure out a way to get his team together and organized to beat this press and get some baskets on the other end.
Raptors 5 for 8 from 3.
62%. That is amazing.
And they're leading the rebound battle 15-11. 12 defensive rebounds to just 5 for Garrett.
They're doing well in all kinds of aspects of the game. They're leading assists 5-3, which usually they don't. They usually have a deficit of assists in each game, but today they're finding their teammates.
Here comes the trap again. That time they broke it. There's Collins. He has it knocked away. It'll stay down there.
All Garrett has to do is get the ball into the middle of the trap, and it's basically broken. You don't want the ball on the sideline to act as another defender. Keep the ball in the middle of the court, and they should be good and under control.
7:06 to go in the half. Raptors up by 14. What a run. It was 22-20. It's a 12-0 run, and that breaks it as Watson hits the 3.
That was a good play call by the Lakers right there. Get their leading scorer, come off a pick, set up a three-pointer. The Raptors need to hedge that screen if they want to be able to stop him from hitting that wide-open three-point shot.
0-4 to Harris. Down low. Oh. Colin Turner, right place at the right time for the save. 0-4 for 3. Off the iron, no good. Kovac with the rebound.
Kovac reached right over Tyron Crawford for that rebound. That height advantage makes a big difference in that respect.
Yeah, Tyron Crawford in now. Shot up, and there's a foul.
They need to grab these rebounds instead of tipping it to their teammate.
And that'll put Vincent Collins on the line.
Yeah, the Raptors were leading the rebound margin when we last checked, but the offensive rebounds, Lakers were definitely leading that one by double. So the Raptors really need to block out and get these guys off the boards keep them from getting second chance points.
Yeah, it's 7-3 offensive rebounds in favor of Garrett. So that's a considerable margin, considering we're still in the first half with 6 minutes to go. And Collins missed him. Arnold wide open, short-armed it.
Oh,
I think he was too open.
No defense. He thought about it too much.
Yeah, just too much thinking. Off the iron, no good. Arnold with the rebound. He's going to push it. He takes it all the way, and there's a travel call.
That was a strange call, I guess.
Yeah, he looked to me like he was fouled.
Yeah, or jump
Or
ball
jump,
or something.
yeah.
Goes up, hand on the ball.
No, I don't see a travel there.
Yeah, I think he let go of it before he came down, but the referees thought differently.
So turnover for the Raptors. Repsis has not come back in for Garrett. Boy, Eli Arnold really up there for a 6-foot guy with the rebound.
You're battling against 6'8" out there, and
Turner.
great rebounder.
Wow.
The control that young man has is unbelievable, I tell you.
That's just a special player right there, folks.
He definitely has a special talent.
I think Davidson got a block right there.
And he just came down with the rebound, long rebound, hustle rebound. Raptors up by 13, under 5 to go in the first half.
He's got that left side wide
There
open.
he goes, taking it to the hoop again. Oh, nobody there. Mondua with a drive.
Great drive with the left hand there. The sea just parted for him in there. He just gave him a path right to the basket.
Shot from the corner, off, no good. Mondua with the rebound, ahead to Colin Turner. And he has it partially blocked by Watson. Tried to do it up. Arnold comes up with a loose ball. And it goes out of bounds. I think Eli Arnold wanted the call.
I think so too. He definitely looks slightly upset down there.
And the Raptors are going to take a timeout. And, you know, while we have a moment here, let's talk about the college and the move that they've got coming up this fall when MC has decided to move up to Division II. This is a long time coming, and it's going to be a big deal for the Raptors.
Oh, it's going to be huge. The college has been Division III, which means that there's no scholarship money or housing that they can offer to their student athletes. So starting in the fall, the Raptors will move up to Division II in volleyball, basketball, baseball, and softball. And there isn't a Division II in soccer or track, so that means those teams are going to have to move up to Division I.
Now, unlike some regions in the NJCAA, the Raptors have always played a good mix between D1, D2, and D3 opponents, and tonight Garrett is actually a D2 opponent.
Yeah, and the Raptors have played up for years, so it's really exciting news. I know the coaches are thrilled about it because they're going to be able to offer aid to student athletes. Small, no matter how small, no matter how big, they're going to be able to offer aid, and that is a great thing. And we're going to talk more about this at halftime. We've got an interview with Athletic Director Tarla Gasquet coming up. So, 4:20 to go in the first half. Raptors up by 15. It's been a very entertaining game. Colin Turner was 16 in the first half. Raptors shooting 57% from the field. 55% from three.
And the Raptors, since the 10-minute mark, have gone on a 17-3 run in this game.
So Mondua with the ball, one of the graduating sophomores, Mr. Offense, to 04. Arnold into Davidson, knocked away by Repsis, who's back in. Hand is bandaged up. Arnold. Oh, it went in. Fade away, jump shot.
Shooter's roll right there.
Oh, yeah. When it's going, it's going.
He's an exciting young player.
Raptors with their biggest lead of the day. What a run they have put on here. And Garrett has gone cold to compound their problems. 0-4 to Davidson. Look out. Back out to 0-4. Nice move, and 0-4 for 3.
That was a nice drive by Davidson and a kick out to the three-point line. Draw the defense in. It leaves the three-point line wide open.
Yeah, see, Ramel plays a little point forward right there sometimes. And sophomore to sophomore on sophomore night, it's a beautiful thing.
Kovac with now that was a charge, folks. Davidson stood his ground and took it. Kovac, quite a bit bigger than Ramel, but Ramel's a tough kid.
Ramel has tons of heart. Again, coming back from a knee injury early in the season, he's playing really well, and like even against a opponent much taller than him, he's going to hang in there. He's not going to back down.
Mondua way outside the arc, no good. Rebound to Osborne, but he's picked up immediately by Turner. There's Watson with the ball fake. Jumper, good. Boy, that's only the second basket for Garrett in, I want to say, the last 5 minutes.
I think it's been more than that. I think since like 10:30 on the clock, they've had 2 baskets.
Wow. And in that time, the Raptors now up to an 18-point. There's a nice got a little too far under the basket, I think.
Yeah, that was a beautiful dish there.
It really was. Watson again off the iron, no good. Arnold,
Great,
way up there.
Nice
great
rebound.
snag, great snag.
Turner a little bit out of control there. That's
Lost the
rare to
handle.
say, but the Raptors pick up the turnover. Arnold, boy, he's fouled by Repsis.
Unafraid to go in there against the big 6'9" Repsis.
And I think he's a little relieved that the ref finally got a call in his favor.
Wow,
Yes.
almost took his head off.
Yeah, he got a little smack in the face and gives a little point at the end and say, yeah, you finally got one.
Yeah.
But that's what you got to do to get these big men in foul trouble. Take it to them.
And Arnold makes the first.
Can't be afraid. Play your game.
Arnold struggles a bit from the foul line, shoots just 60.9%. Of course, the Raptors as a team only shoot 63.6. There's a bucket.
That foul shooting is something they're going to have to work on if they want to move further and further along, you know, in Maryland JUCO as well as in the region and beyond.
Yeah, they're going to need that, particularly in the postseason. When games tend to tighten up, the officials change the way they call the game a little bit. Oftentimes they will call it tighter. So a lot of games are decided on the foul line. I think back to 2 years ago at the Maryland JUCO tournament that the Raptors won, and they won the semifinal from the foul line. .04, no good. Look at Davidson, keep it alive. Amazing athleticism for 2.
Just tenacious rebounding right there by Ramel Davidson.
Wow.
And then he goes up over a much taller player, unafraid. These Raptors are playing unafraid of the height that Garrett brings to this game.
And
We got an illegal screen, it looked like.
On Repsis, I believe.
there's 04. Here's a good look at Davidson. Look at him work.
Tip to himself and then sees, like, and the one thing about Kovac, he's a big body, but he's not a shot blocker. He's more stand his ground, put his hands up, not try to block shots. So with that, these athletic Raptors can just shoot over him, just jump and shoot over him. He's not going to try to block the shot.
Turner, one-on-one, and it'll be Raptors ball. People were just mesmerized watching Turner out there. I know I was.
Amazing there was no foul call there. I mean, I don't know if there was a foul, but like usually when somebody gets in there like that, there's a lot of fouling going on.
Great tip in there by Jomate Taveras, who's in off the bench, snuck in there. Oh, they called that on Turner. He tapped it away. He thought he got all ball, I'm sure.
And he was ready to go off to the races on the other end too.
And that is his
He
first
came over top.
personal. He's going to go get a little breather here with 22 seconds. Make sure he doesn't pick up another quick cheapie. There's Watson, no good. 0-4 with the rebound.
Watson's busy trying to shoot the team back into the game, but his shot is not on tonight.
Raptors are all of a sudden taking control of the boards. 29-17 rebound lead. And Crawford got knocked to the floor.
Yeah, they were
And the foul is on Watson.
They were trying to set up a screen for a three-pointer for Afana. 0-4 there. Somebody ran through the screen instead of around it.
There's Arnold, short. And that is the end of the half. And wow, what a first half the Raptors have put on as they have taken over a commanding lead here at the break. It's obviously not over. We've got a long way to go, and the way these games go, this could tighten up very quickly. But the Raptors enjoying a 49-25 lead at the half. Stick with us. We'll be back with the second half. You're watching MC Basketball on MCTV.
We know you have dreams, a great job, a better life. Career success starts at Montgomery College. MC helps you get the hands-on education you need for the job you want. And you can save up to half the cost of attending other colleges. Career success. It's in your future. Start your future now at Montgomery College. New and emerging biotechnology fields require the latest advanced laboratory research techniques, and BioTrack is the premier training program in the DC region for today's elite research scientists. BioTrack has provided hands-on training to over 16,000 scientists through postgraduate level workshops, team taught by experts, active researchers from prestigious local and national institutions. BioTrack also specializes in providing customized biotechnology workshops for academic, commercial, or government institutions. BioTrack's workshops are conducted at Montgomery College's Bioscience Education Center, conveniently located within the Pinckney Innovation Complex for Science and Technology at MC's Germantown campus. This state-of-the-art facility, with its 25 labs and small class sizes, is the ideal environment for mastering courses that specialize in bioinformatics, next-generation sequencing, gene editing with CRISPR, as well as other genomic, stem cell, and immunology-related areas. For course and registration information, go to biotrack.com. BioTrack, excellence in biotechnology training.
One, two, three.
So you don't know what you're gonna do. So many options, but still confused. College degree is on your mind, but where to go you can't decide. You never know if you never try. So what are you waiting for? It's time to make time to start. No better place for you. So come and be a part of the family here at MC. Come and be a part of the family here at MC. Come and be a part of the family here at MC.
Achievement.
Success.
Life-changing.
Stepping stone.
Ellis Island.
Diverse.
Phenomenal.
Magnificent.
Number one.
Great.
Super.
It's fantastic.
Wonderful. Awesome.
Amazing.
Helpful. Flexible.
Awesome.
Uplifting.
Welcoming.
Educative.
Affordable.
Dedicated.
Opportunity.
Interested in career success? Get to Montgomery College and we'll get you going. You can earn an associate's degree in only 2 years. With 3 campuses, award-winning faculty, and multiple online learning opportunities, Montgomery College will empower you to set your course and succeed. Want to pursue a bachelor's degree? If you start at MC, you can save 1/3 on total tuition costs of a 4-year program. Apply today.
Here at Germantown, we have simply amazing facilities. Students really are getting trained, they're getting access to equipment, exactly what they would see in industry, and we're probably the only place in the state that has this. The beauty of this program is instead of having one piece of equipment, we have multiple pieces of equipment. So we have enough equipment to put 3 or 4 students on, whereas in most programs, students watch the instructor demonstrate the equipment. But here, we actually have the students touching the equipment. They're the ones, for example, adding cells into the bioreactor, programming the parameters, watching the cells. I feel that our program does an outstanding job of preparing students for the job market. And that's evidenced by the fact that we have companies calling us, asking us for our students. My feeling is that the companies are happy with what we're doing, and we have created our curricula with direct input from the companies, and we maintain that on a regular basis. I think the demand for a skilled workforce, even at the entry level, will just continue to grow.
With over 3.2 billion people online globally, cybersecurity jobs are in high demand. Montgomery College offers instruction on the latest technology in our state-of-the-art cyber lab. Hands-on experience provides entry-level computer technicians a pathway to enter the workforce or to transfer to a 4-year institution. For more information, visit montgomerycollege.edu/cyberprogram.
And welcome back to the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. Michael Brown alongside Melissa Whiteman and Joe Thompson. The Raptors are up 49-25. And before the break, we mentioned that the college has announced it's moving up to Division II. So what exactly does that mean? Now, I spoke recently with Tarla Gasquet, athletic director here at MC and longtime head women's basketball coach. and she told me everything I needed to know about her.
I do recall one game we played where our president was present, played Hartford, and we had a Montgomery County student athlete that was playing for the opposing team that I believe scored about 40 points on us that night. You couldn't miss her. And the question was asked, why is a Montgomery County kid or student athlete not playing for us? Why are they playing in Hartford County? And the answer was, we had nothing to offer her. And then that idea, I think, was birthed in terms of, well, we need to look at what it could possibly take to be competitive in Montgomery County in terms of student athletes. Division III, you can give no aid at all. So that's very simple. Division II, you can give tuition and books, and that's it. Division I, you can give tuition, books, and housing. So you can help pay for housing, basically. So that's the difference between the three. I went to see a recruit last night, and or a potential recruit. I went to watch a game, and I had to remind myself that, if you get asked that question, you can say there's a possibility, because I don't think when we walk into Montgomery County schools that a lot of the students look at us or will talk to us seriously because they know that nearby counties can offer them a scholarship and we can't. So that helps us to kind of be on an even playing field. There are also a lot of student athletes, I'll say quite a few, that in all the differing sports that have had to leave school because they couldn't afford to pay for it. And that would be a way to do that, especially some of those were doing well in school, actually. At this level, a lot of our student athletes have to work. They have to work to supplement what they have. They have to work to eat. So it's not unheard of for them to have to work around their work schedules to be able to come to practice and so forth, because they don't have the funds. If you were able to give them something to help them with tuition or to help them with books, that's huge, because then I don't have to work as much to buy my books, for example, especially those that don't necessarily qualify for financial aid. So I think it'll make a difference.
And we're back, and that first point that she made about the Hartford game last year, that was a game that we did right here on Montgomery College television. Dr. Pollard and Dean Monica Brown, were sitting right behind us, and after the game was over, and that Hartford player lit Montgomery College up for, I think, 45 points that night. They had that discussion. Why isn't she here? Well, the answer was, we didn't have anything to offer. So that anecdote is right on the money.
So to follow up off of what you said, there's a lot of great local athletes coming out of high schools in the Montgomery County area, and it's just disappointing that they can't come to MC because there's nothing to offer. But now that we have the possibility to offer some kind of aid, hopefully those local athletes can stay local and join the Raptor family.
And another thing is that it helps them stay focused on their academics. If they don't have to worry about where the money's coming from to be able to go to school, then they can focus on being a student in school and also being a good student athlete while they're here. So the moving up to Division II and Division I in a couple different sports is definitely going to help all those students who are now having to deal with going to class, then going to work, and then going to practice, or some combination of those three things. They can get one of those things off their plate and focus on the things that they're here to do, which is go to class and play their sport.
Yeah, there's no question, and the coaches are so excited about it. They're all anxious to get out there. They're still working out the details, but they are anxious to get out there and start talking to these kids. And when the question comes up, what are you going to give me? Can you give me anything? The answer is going to be, well, quite possibly we can. So that's exciting. So we've got about a minute and a half before the start of the second half. Let's take a look at some of the stats from the first half. First, start with the rundown on the points. Colin Turner leading all scorers with 16 points. He's 3 for 4 from 3, 6 for 10 overall. Afana Ofor with 10 points. Elisha Arnold with 9 points. Ramel Davidson with 6. Leading scorer for Garrett College is Ariel Watson with 8. And then when you, there's some very revealing stats in the team stats.
So I'll let Joe break it down a little further, but I'm looking at the stats, and the Raptors, are basically outplaying Garrett. We are killing them in percentage in field goals, three-pointers, and free throws. Surprisingly for me, hopefully I don't jinx it, free throws, we are 83% right now. That is very impressive for our men, since they're not a complete free throw shooting team. But props to them right now. Hopefully they can keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Free throw shooting has often been their Achilles heel. Today it's a strength, but they're shooting very well from the floor, from three-point land, where they're 6 from 13. But they're also playing great defense. They're holding the third leading scorer in Maryland JUCO, Ariel Watson. He's 3 for 15 from the field. That's great defense on him, but they're also leading the rebounding. And from 10:36 left in the first half to the half, the Raptors went on a 29-5 run to close out the half. That is just an amazing run that, you know, they can only hope that they keep up that type of intensity for the second half to finish this game out.
And fueling that run was their shooting percentage. The Raptors are hitting 51% from the field to 29% for Garrett. Raptors are shooting 46% from 3 to 21% for Garrett. And Melissa mentioned the rebounds. The Raptors, despite being a much smaller team, dominating the boards 29 to 18 and 8 to 7 on the offensive glass. So, and they turned that stat around during that run.
Yeah, Kovac still has 8 rebounds. He's one of the best rebounders in the country. But the Raptors have been doing a team rebounding concept. Arnold's got 6, Davidson's got 6, Harris has 5, Ofor I think he has 4 rebounds. Like, the whole team is getting in there knowing that they have a height disadvantage against the Lakers. They're doing a team rebounding, a team defense and team rebounding effort, and it's working definitely to an extreme level for them.
All right, we are underway. 20 minutes to go. There's an alley-oop try. No good.
It was a great idea. Davidson needed to come down, gather it with 2 hands.
Reps is back out there. So let's set the lineups. We've got for Garrett, we've got Osborne with the ball, Ray Hinton number 1, Kovac number 25, Watson number 11, and Ray Hinton number 1, who just ran down that rebound. For the Raptors, Turner, Mondua, Ofor, Davidson, and Arnold. And the first basket of the second half goes to Garrett.
And on that possession, Garrett had 2 offensive rebounds, if not 3. Something that, again, like the Raptors are going to have to keep them off the boards.
Ofor off the mark, no good. Osborne to Watson. Over to Hinton.
Garrett's doing an overload.
Oh, Watson got his own rebound, and he's fouled.
I've seen that happen a couple times on the against the 2-3 zone. They're overloading one side, they're pitching to the corner, and the shot goes up, and whoever is contesting the shot, whether it be Ofor or whether it be Arnold, they're not blocking out the shooter. And so, like, the shooter just goes to get their own rebound. Like, that's an easy thing. You contest the shot, and you turn around, you put your body between the offensive player and the ball, you get the rebound. They just need to do that fundamental thing and get those rebounds.
There's a good look at Watson. Off the iron, no good.
Even on that free throw, they didn't block out the shooter, even though he was the only Laker, on that end of the court.
Arnold with a nice layup, threading his way through the traffic. First bucket of the half for the Raptors. Still up by 24. Kovac, jumper. No good, rebound to Davidson. Gets his way out of trouble there to Arnold. Jumper, good, Eli Arnold.
He's having a great game, starting off the second half on a good note.
And there's a timeout on the floor called by Dennis Gibson, and it'll be a full timeout. And let's take a quick look at this one.
Nice little pull-up jumper. Splash, nothing but net.
And while we have a timeout on the floor, I want to implore everyone to make sure you vote in the Maryland JUCO Conference's Mascot Madness. There's over 1,400 Twitter users voted in the second round, and MC's own Raptor advanced to the semifinals, beating the Howard Dragon handily 60-40. Now, the Raptors face the Owl from Prince George's Community College in the semis. Voting starts next week, and the winner will face the winner of Hartford and Chesapeake. To vote, follow @Maryland JUCO on Twitter and make your selection today. I'm going to be voting. I'm going to try to stuff that ballot box because I tell you what, Prince George's, they've got their folks behind their mascot, and they are very active on Twitter, pushing the Owl. Now, we all know who's going to win a fight in the wild between a Raptor and an Owl, right? Right?
I mean, it only stands to reason, doesn't it?
So let's replicate that on Twitter, okay?
Let's do it. I'm voting.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
Raptor power.
Go Raptors. So, back to action. But that Mascot Madness, I think, is a great idea. There's been a lot of fun stuff on Twitter about it. It's really been a real nice way to build some conference spirit. And there's Repsix.
That's a beautiful look from Nicholas Osborne down low.
Turner. Double teamed on that possession. Arnold wide open. He says, why not? I'll take it.
They're not going to guard him. You might as well go ahead and shoot it.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Eli Arnold shoots 36% from three-point land. They got to respect that.
Watson in the lane, and it drops. Arnold drives, and he got fouled hard. He hit the floor hard. Arnold now with 18 points.
So as you can see here, Melissa, what happens? You're a three-point shooter and you hit a couple shots. What do you do?
Wow. Almost looked like a cross-body block.
They close out on you. You start driving. You use the three to set up some twos.
Bodies flying all over the place out there. But the Raptors enjoying a 27-point cushion at the moment. Ooh, Repsis.
MC lost sight of the Owls, or I'm sorry, the Lakers.
I had you thinking Owls there.
You did.
Owl talk. Yeah.
Those mascots, I tell you.
I'm going on about the Owls, and I put the owl in your brain.
But what I was trying to say is you can't lose sight of the offense, especially on the baseline. That's how they get you on the back door and easy buckets. You need to be below. You need to be further on the baseline than you are offense.
I mean, not to take any shine away from Nicholas Osborne, that was a nice little no-look pass there.
It was.
Looking the other way, fooling the defense with that pass. But I agree with you. You have to know where the offensive players are at all times if you're playing defense. It's a relationship between the person you're guarding, where the ball is and where the basket is. You need to have all of that in your mind at all times.
Especially with someone that height. How could you miss that person?
Good look at the Raptor cheer squad and some of the fans in attendance tonight, having a good old time here on the Rockville campus. Now, we mentioned earlier the crowds have been bigger this year, much more enthusiastic. Good look at the crowd. So, 16:02 to go here in the second half, rather.
And it's a dance party. There's an MC dance party going on here today.
There we go. All right.
Now the
looks like-
Lakers picking up
yeah, the
full court.
Yeah, Lakers showing a little full court pressure here. And then they immediately ease off of it after the inbounds. There's Davidson, takes it all the way.
Davidson definitely has a mixed match there on offense, that's for sure.
Well, they just took advantage. Oh, beautiful play there by Turner.
He's got way too much speed for Kovac.
That play by Turner will not show up on the scorebook, but man, he accounted for that steal. Flicks it to 0-4 for the bucket.
Turner probably got fouled on that shot, but he gets credit with an assist there and over got the ball and laid it in.
He wanted the foul. He said something to the official. And there's a steal by Freddie Harris to Arnold for the flush. And the Raptors just stretching that lead now. I'm going to have to get out that abacus again, guys, to figure out the margin of the lead.
I don't know.
I don't have enough fingers and toes, so
no, the Lakers just hit a three. They're trying to keep it as close as they possibly can, but they run.
They're trying to help you out here,
exactly.
Michael.
They run into a buzzsaw with these Raptors today. These Raptors are playing an all-time high.
They really are. This is the best I've seen them play in a while, and it's great to see. Davidson on the end line there.
Yeah.
Either on the end line or he didn't establish himself back inside the baseline.
Yes. You can't catch the ball coming from out of bounds until you get your feet on the floor inbounds beforehand.
Correct.
That's probably the call, because I don't see how he made the baseline call from the angle that he was. So I'm sure you guys are right. Watson on the low post. And nice little fadeaway jumper.
Yeah, they're giving him some isolations, getting his shot going again. His shot was off 3 for 15 in the first half. He's hit some buckets here in the second half. They're hoping to get him going, but if they don't get any stops defensively, that's not going to do anything for him.
He's hit all 3 of his shots in the second half. He's up to 14 points. And there's a foul on Watson. He wanted to throw the ball there for a second. That would not have been a good decision. Didn't like the call, but
this is an easy call to make. He just puts his forearm out
really
and shoves
extended.
Ramel Davidson out of the way. Like, how do you complain about that? You just shove the guy under the floor.
No one flies that far by themselves.
Probably mad at himself, maybe. That was about as blatant as they get. Turner yet to score in the second half after 16 first half points. Oh, nice feed to Harris. Tip, rebound to Tillman.
Yeah. Harris went strong, but he didn't go to the backboard. He used a backboard to help you out there.
Osborne trying to set up the offense. Gets it to Watson. Osborne. Shot clock winding down. And that would have been a violation.
Great defense by the Raptors right there in that possession.
It's a wonderful defensive possession, but just not an idea of what to do offensively for Garrett there. They really didn't have a plan, I don't think, for that possession.
No, they looked a little disorganized on that possession. And they used a lot of clock trying to get organized. So Raptors up by 27. We're under 13 minutes now in the second half. Arnold off, no good. Little miscommunication between Arnold and Colin Turner on that possession. There's a long jumper, no good. Davidson with the rebound.
Davidson playing point forward right now.
Shot.
A little out of control on that shot.
Yeah, he could have pulled it back, made a better decision and get a better offensive possession there.
Watson with a hand in his face.
Yeah,
he's having a great second half.
Yeah, Ariel's heating up for sure.
Now up to 16 points. 7 out of 21. He's hit all 4 of his shots in the second half.
Smart move by Malik Tillman.
Shooting percentage is on the way up, as is the shooting percentage for Garrett, conversely. They're up to 36%. Raptors still shooting 51% from the field and 47% from 3. And Raptors still leading the rebound battle, 33-29. Watson off the iron, no good, but Arnold with the rebound, pushing it. Takes it all, high fly and act there. Turner drives, and he's going to go to the line.
Oh, Eli Arnold just trying to fly through the basket there. Didn't quite make it to the rim to flush it down, but good hustle by the Raptors to chase it down, and Colin Turner gets to the line.
And it makes the first. Leads the Raptors in foul shooting, 81.4% on the season. And makes them both. That's what you like to see. Raptors 6 of 8 from the foul line tonight. Tillman, no good. 0-4 with the rebound.
That one wasn't even close.
No, didn't even hit iron. Turner. 3, off, short. Harris rebound. Arnold for 3, for 3.
Pretty soon they're going to start respecting Eli Arnold's three-point shooting ability.
I think so. And there's Watson. Quickly at the other end. Boy, it's Watson really carrying Garrett at this point.
I think he's the only one who's made a shot for them in probably a good 4 or 5 minutes.
And Harris with the bucket.
Nice post moves, good feet there, not traveling.
Raptors up by 30. This is not what we expected, guys.
Not at all. Maybe the absence of Jermaine Samuel, the bruised hip, the second leading scorer for the Lakers, made a big difference in this game.
Yep.
Well, that's one of their top options, obviously. There's Watson. He's going to be fouled by 0-4.
Over's incredulous about that, but I think he hit him on the elbow on the follow-through.
Hey, he's not just like, what?
Invisible foul, number 4.
And that'll put Watson on the line. .81% foul shooter. So appropriately, got 18 points now. Make that 19. He was fouled on a three-point attempt, so he gets 3 shots.
So he had 8 points in the first half. He's got 11 already in the first 10 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, he definitely got untracked. And he makes the third, so he makes all 3 freebies. And that puts the Raptor lead now at 27. Tavares for two. Nice move on the block.
Yeah, they overplayed the ball side, and so he just took it the other way.
Colin Turner with the steal. Drives and scores. That's 20 now for Colin Turner. Feed into Repsis for two.
That's just kind of unfair.
Yeah, he's 6'9". He's 5 inches taller than any Raptor.
He didn't really jump. He just reached.
Yeah, he's got really long arms to go along with that height. There's Crawford. Loses the handle and the ball.
Crawford drew some defense. If he had held on to the ball, I think he had Tavares right underneath the basket.
Throw it away. Here comes Turner. And he makes it. Contested by Nelson Richardson, but Turner with the bucket. Watson. Harris ahead to Turner. He decoyed, and then he's fouled. He decoyed as if he were going to pass it back to his teammates, and then he just put the quick jets on. That was sweet.
He's a smart player. I got to give him props. I don't think I've ever seen a player like him in the past few years.
Now, I've been at MC for a lot of years. Been covering basketball here for about 17 years. And he is right up there in the top 2 or 3 players that I've seen since I've been here.
He's a complete player.
Yeah. I mean, we've had great guards, and of course Joe talked about D'Angelo Vaughn in the pregame. Certainly a terrific, terrific guard. But Colin Turner is every bit his equal.
Mm-hmm.
Been a lot of great guards come out of MC over the years. Rebound to 0-4, and he's fouled by Osborne.
Yeah, it was a good block in there. Ramel Davidson comes into the game, been sitting on the bench for a little while, comes in and immediately blocks the shot.
Got those fresh legs, right? Got a little bit of breather. And he's on the cusp of double figures. The Raptors with 3 in double figures right now. Colin Turner leads all scorers with 24. Arnold 23, 0-4 with 13. But Davidson and Harris are right there with 8 each. Tavares, nice, overthrew it. I think he should have just gone to the hoop with it.
I think he did. I think he overpassed right there. He had a nice lane to the hoop right there, gave it up.
A little too unselfish. Rebound to Arnold. Boy, get out of his way. Here he comes. Oh, lost the handle. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Raptors ball.
That's one of the things you have to worry about. Even a freshman as good as Eli Arnold, like, he's mostly poised, but on that possession, he's just going too fast, lost the handle on the ball.
Timeout on the floor as the Raptors enjoying an 82-49 lead. We're going to take a real quick break. We'll be right back with more Raptor basketball.
We know you have dreams, a great job, a better life. Career success starts at Montgomery College. MC helps you get the hands-on education you need for the job you want. And you can save up to half the cost of attending other colleges. Career success. It's in your future. Start your future now at Montgomery College.
Past his average.
Look at their stats. And we are back on the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. You caught us in the middle of a conversation there. We were talking about Eli Arnold and Colin Turner, and their stats are almost identical. They're both 8 for 15 from the field. They're both 3 for 6 from 3. Colin Turner with 24 points, Arnold with 23. Turner is 5 for 6 from the foul line. Arnold is 4 for 5 from the foul line.
And Joe and I were just signaling to each other, the Raptors definitely have a possibility for 4 players to be or have double doubles. You have Freddie Harris with 8 points, 8 rebounds. Davidson, 8 points, 8 rebounds. Ofer, 13 points, 8 rebounds. And Arnold with 23 points and 8 rebounds.
Wow. So impressive numbers tonight for the Raptors. They are really, really playing well tonight. And Coach Keith Bird has got to be just ecstatic. There's a good look at Colin Turner taking a break on the bench, a well-deserved break. I believe that is his first time out of the ball game.
Yeah, he leads Maryland JUCO in minutes per game, 36 minutes a game. So he doesn't get very many breathers at all. So this is a good opportunity for him to get one.
There's a good look. We just had a good look there at Keith Bird, head coach of the Raptors, in his 3rd season. Arnold, and there's a foul. So unless something really weird happens, the Raptors are going to move to 18-5 on the season, and they've got 3 more regular season games to go, all on the road. They're at Hagerstown, Anne Arundel, and Chesapeake. And then Maryland JUCO comes up first. That is the second weekend, the weekend of the 15th of February. The immediately after that, they have the Region 20 tournament. That's at Westmoreland Community College in Pennsylvania. And then if they should win the region, they would host the districts back here the following weekend. So, long way to go. And then, of course, there's the possibility of a trip to Nationals in upstate New York in February. I'm sorry, early March. It'll be chilly.
Yeah, it'll be cold wherever it is.
Just a tad bit.
And timeout on the floor.
I think.
Good look at Eli Arnold.
I think Coach Gibson called a timeout because his team was running their offense, specifically trying to get Ariel Watson a shot, but they couldn't figure it out. Like 4 guys were pretty much standing in one spot, and Watson was just running all over the place. Like nobody's trying to get in motion, nobody's setting a screen for him, and he's just running around like crazy, and to no result. So Coach Gibson's like trying to show them, like, hey, let's do some things, let's have some screens, set things up so that he can actually get open.
And he's diagramming something out right now. Dennis Gibson has been at Garrett for over 30 years as the head coach. He's really almost born and raised at Garrett. Went there for his first 2 years of his college career. Grew up in that area. As soon as he graduated from college, he came back there as an assistant coach. Then he took over the program. And, of course, he's also the athletic director at Garrett. So he is definitely part of the Garrett family. There's Watson, and he's fouled.
Yeah.
So he's going to go to the line.
That was a good help defense right there by Tyron Crawford. Trying to help on that jump shot, but instead of putting his hands up, he put his hands out and hit Watson in the stomach.
He is 3 for 3 from the foul line. So 83-51 Raptors, 6:52 to go in the ball game. Watson is leading all scorers for Garrett with 22 points. Had a rough first half, but he's had a terrific second half. Crawford taken away by Hinton. He'll take it all the way and have it blocked by Eli Arnold. And then Watson for 3.
Ariel Watson, after hitting that 3, is jawing at the crowd back here. I don't know what kind of beef he had with somebody there.
I don't know either. And when you're down by this amount, I'm not sure beefing at the crowd is really
the best bet.
Yeah. Particularly on the road.
Yeah.
And I look at the crowd at where he was beefing, and I don't see a beefy.
I
Or
don't
a
know.
beefer.
Yes. As our director, Scott Youngblood, says, where is the beef?
Oh man, I can't deal with you guys anymore tonight.
Oh, we're getting slap happy. We're getting slap happy here. Steal by Freddie Harris ahead to Colin Turner. He's bumped. And they're going to call offensive goaltending.
It didn't come off the rim, says the ref. But that was an excellent hustle play by Arnold.
And Turner was fouled.
Turner definitely got fouled. He got pushed, bumped off his game.
Yeah,
And
I mean, there's no way.
And most times that the referees will let that go.
I'm surprised.
And Ramel Davidson mistimed his jump on that rebound. Ray Hinton is able to get it to fall.
Raptors in a bit of a scoring drought. There's Arnold. Off the mark, no good. Harris hustling. They're going to call him on the line. Five minutes left in the ball game. Hinton. Way outside, no good. Rebound for Davidson. That's going to be his ninth rebound, so he's nearing double figures in the rebounding category. Turner on the baseline, has it blocked.
Good anticipation by Hinton, knowing Turner was probably going to go up and under. Stayed home and blocked that shot.
Hinton for two.
The Raptors can't let the Lakers crawl back into this game.
No, that's for sure.
And right now they're being sloppy with their passes.
And they've been a little bit at Eli Arnold returns order. He is 4 for 7 from 3. 27 points. Watson.
He's pretty good.
Off the iron, no good. Davidson with the rebound. Tried to force it into Freddie Harris.
Again, they don't need that pass. They can just slow it down. They can just run the clock out.
And an offense, yep.
And Ofor was wide open in the corner. Arnold with the rebound. To Turner, 4-3. Gentlemen in the crowd behind us yelled, no numbers, meaning there was no other Raptor down there. Turner drained it.
It doesn't matter.
Nope.
He'll shoot it.
That's what a shooter does. And when you're 9 for 17 from the field.
They'll pass up.
There
Hey, it doesn't matter. If nobody's going to rebound it. You don't need a rebound.
That's one of his favorite spots. There's another off the mark that time. Davidson with the putback.
Still hustling. This late in the game, up by 30. Still hustling on every possession.
And Davidson now has a double-double. 10 points, 11 rebounds. Raptors with 4 players in double figures. Turner, Arnold, Ofor, and Davidson. And Freddie Harris right on the cusp with 8 points. They need to get Freddie a bucket. Turner to Ofor. 0-4 from the corner, no good. Raptors with a 30-point lead with just over 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Oh, almost a steal by Davidson. Throw it away. There's Harris ahead to Turner for 3. Good.
I think he's trying to beat his average tonight, don't you think?
That's 30 points for Turner.
Yep, the last couple games he was down from his 30-point average, so he's
trying to make up for it.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Sophomore night, he's got his peoples here. He's got his peoples here.
Beautiful camera work on that shot. As always, great camera work by our MCTV crew. Really working hard. So Colin Turner checking out, Eli Arnold checking out.
Both have had fabulous games today.
Boy, that is for sure.
Really on their game today.
Turner checks out with 30 points, Eli Arnold with 27, and Afana 04 with 13 points at the foul line. Oh. It touched just about every square centimeter of that rim, and it dropped through. So the Raptors going to move to 18-5 on the season. Talking to Keith Bird the other night, he says, Michael, he says, we got a shot at 20 wins, and he says we have never won in his 3 years here. He has not achieved the 20-win mark in the regular season. So that's a goal he would like to achieve this year. Got a good shot at it. There's a steal by Davidson. He's going to push it.
Coach Bird has to like that even this late in the game, even with this lead, this team is still playing really hard.
Wow. Well, Mel Davidson, like a runaway train.
Davidson still playing hard, still taking it to the hole.
For sure. 10 points, 11 rebounds. Again, we can't emphasize enough, he missed the most of the first half of the season, and what a difference it's made for this team since he's been back. Gives him that other dimension with that length and that leaping ability. There's a shot for three. So Vincent Collins with the three. 95-66, under a minute to go. There's 04 for three, no good. Tapped out by Tavares. Ahead to Collins, he's going to try it, and he's fouled. So he's going to go to the line. You guys, I need you to put your thinking caps on. We've got about 32.7 seconds to go. We need a player of the game, or perhaps more. So it's quite a smorgasbord of choices tonight. I got to say that.
Absolutely, and you know, I think we could just like throw a dart at the score sheet, and like anybody could be the player of the game this game.
I got to say, Ariel Watson has had a tremendous second half. He's 11 out of 30 now. He had a horrible first half. 2 out of 15 in the first half?
He was 3 of 15 in the first half.
There's Harris, and he's fouled. So he will go to the line.
No, they called it knocked out of bounds.
Oh, I was going to say he had a shot to get that double figures. He's at 8 points. Under 10 seconds now. And that is going to be the ball game as the Raptors dribble out the clock. That ends it. The Raptors come out on top 95-67. And all right, guys, Melissa and Joe, who is going to be our player of the game?
I'm going to pick Colin Turner. He definitely was able to take the game in his own hands. He hit his average tonight. He hit some key shots. He was 5 for 9 from the three-point line, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 4 assists on top of it, 2 rebounds, and ended up with 30 points hitting his average.
He was the high scorer of the game.
And not to take any shine off of Colin Turner, but my player of the game is Eli Arnold. The freshman came through in a big way for the Raptors today. 9 of 17 from the field, including 4 of 7 from three-point line. Nearly had a double-double, 27 points, 9 rebounds, had 4 assists as well. He played a very good, very complete game, had a couple of shot blocks to go in there, and was just all over the court today. So he's my player of the game today.
I tell you what, I I can't argue with any of that. I think they both were well deserving of the Player of the Game honor. Could have gone either way. I'm really glad that we decided to divide the pie in half and give them each half of it because they both deserved it. The Raptors with 4 players in double figures, led by Turner's 30, Arnold 27, 04 14. Ramel Davidson with 10. Ramel Davidson with a double-double, 10 points and 11 rebounds. Freddie Harris, 8 points, 8 rebounds. The Raptors really dominated the last 30 minutes of the ball game. From about the 10-minute mark in the first half, it was all Raptors after that. It really was kind of over early in the second half.
Yeah, they got away from the Lakers there. The Raptors really put the pressure on them and got a lead, and then just kept building on it, getting confidence, and just expanded the lead. And the Lakers just didn't have an answer for him.
And best of luck to Jermaine Samuel on the Lakers. He was injured, so that's why he didn't play today. We strongly believe he would have helped out tremendously with the game tonight. So well wishes to him. Hopefully he recoups just in time for the postseason.
Yeah, let's hope so. You hate to see anybody hurt this time of the year. So, once again, the Montgomery College Raptors take this one 95-67 over a very good Garrett team. It's just the Raptors played out of their heads tonight. It's one of the best games I've seen them play all season long. They improved to 18-5 now on the year. So for Melissa Weithman, Joe Thompson, and all the hard-working folks on the Montgomery College production crew, thank you so much for watching Raptor Basketball on MCTV.